starting off with a very good art haul. Welcome to a Goodwill shopping today. Starting off with the big Goodwill in town. It's my favorite one. I got here early again, so hopefully I get some good stuff. So this store gets quite the crowd lining up to get all of the good things because it is the best and most well-stocked store. So the art aisle is always first. I'm always rushing there to get to all the cool new pieces that they put out. So I grabbed down a few landscapes. Some of them better than others. Like this one's well done. This one's kind of funky. This one's well done. So I'll probably keep the ones that are well done. I feel like this one's funky in a good way. But these, like this one and this one, probably put back. I never am a big fan of like sunrise or sunset scenes. Hitting up the trinket aisles next, and they're very, very full. A lot of pottery here today. A couple of cute pieces. I had this idea of actually putting matches in a bunch of little vessels and selling them as a set in my booth. This is kind of cute. $3.99. Russian nesting doll, but she is empty. No friends inside. Some painted plates today. You don't see these very often, the painted ones. Usually they're just carved wood. A very solid and heavy wood box, $5. Love the giraffes. Here's a box like I sell all the time. And looks like the hinge is broken on it, which is a bummer. I don't think I've ever found anything more me at a thrift store. This is bananas. Am I right? It's basically my catchphrase. Looks like some crewels, although they have quite a few spots there. I don't love picking up the little kids. You guys know. That butt is hysterical though. I've never found a leaf shape before. Usually it's like fruit, like pineapples. So kind of cool. Cute little picture frame for $1. Another dealer put back this box. It is $6.99, but I like the seams on it. It's very cute. So I may get it. This weird little mug has a fun surprise inside. So this reminds me of a Costa Boda, but I don't think it is. It doesn't match the ones I have, but I'm not 100% sure because I do not do glass. This is kind of interesting, but it's a little banged up. Yeah, it's $4.99, so it's probably a pass, but if it wasn't so dented, I would definitely get it. Now, you all know my thoughts on pictures, but look at this one. It's fantastic. It has a hole in the bottom that is light, so it's a pass. It's a cool one. Decided to go down the textile aisle, and this is so nicely made and soft. Oftentimes, the yarn people use, especially on vintage ones, it's so like rough and synthetic. A new cart just went by, and I grabbed these prints. They're $3 each. They have a little bit of wear, so I probably can just brighten them up or not because the wear is kind of part of the charm. But I love that there's scenes of ladies. So another dealer let me have this, and it's a music box, and look at how cute the little lady is in it. I need to check to make sure it works because it says as is, but it's an oldie. So I just checked it and it doesn't work. So I don't know if that changes things because I think most people just like it as decor. So I don't know. So I'm back in the art aisle, and I kind of like this piece. It's nicely framed, very strange. More pieces that dealers have passed up and let me have. This extremely interesting Moody Dude. Love the color palette, and this really lovely seasonal piece. It's very Dr. Seuss to me. This pretty floral was just put on the shelf. It is $3, which is a great price. Pretty like punchy, like the color palette. So I don't love that about it. I'm not a tropical flower type of person, but it's an original and I'm powerless against those. Where are my Downton Abbey fans at? Absolutely adored this series, and I've actually visited the house when I was in the UK. Does anyone still pick these up? I haven't in a while because they just take forever to sell. This piece is kind of interesting. Is it Hawaii? $4 as is. It's definitely a bit older and has some sagging. So I'll probably pass on it. So this little piece here is very strange because when you look up comps, it can be like bananas high, like hundreds of dollars. And then you also can find them on Amazon right now. So I'm assuming this is not an old or authentic one of these like Tibetan things, but I may pick it up just in case. So I'm not usually one for things and jewelry made from forks, but this one is actually pretty cool. So I'm gonna get it. So I looked up comps on this and it's really cute, but they're not that high. So I'm gonna pass on it. A very cool, colorful mask that's actually ceramic, $5. It has a little bit of chipping, so I'll probably pass. A new cart came out and I was so excited, and then I realized it is shiny and like foil, so that's a pass. Rated another new cart and got this framed watercolor and this little like dog dude I gotta look at. So this little guy is so cute. Almost looks like an Ewok, but he has a chip there. I've always kind of liked these bowls and utensils that are made out of the different types of layered colorful wood. This one is $1.99. So I also got this out of a new cart for $2.99. Ashtrays, definitely a buyer's. This little pot is nicely made. Love the swirl in the clay. The cute little mama baby statue, which before my son I would have been like, ew, and then after becoming a mom I want them all. Okay, so it's time to go through my cart and stage it for photos and just make some final decisions. So here's the haul. And I can't believe how many art pieces I got today, which is my favorite thing to shop for, as you guys know, and some kind of interesting smalls. Really like this box with the bird on it. It's definitely a little more than I'd like to spend, but I think it's just adorable. So this leaf is part of a series of brass dishes that are modeled after actual like leaves in nature, and I have found many of them, and I always think they're really cool. So this is a yes too. A happy find right as I'm leaving. Okay, so we're outside and that was worth a stop. Like always, that store delivered on the art, and I haven't had a huge haul of art from the store. I feel like in a couple weeks, like where I got tons of art, and I can't believe the variety I got. I think this dude is like definitely one of my favorites that I picked up, and some nice landscapes and things. Most of the stuff will probably go to my booth, but a few things may hit Etsy. And while we're in my trunk, I want to show you two pieces I actually got at Value Village the other day when I was shopping. Didn't do any filming. I got this amazing piece, and then this one, you guys are going to lose it because it's the most amazing seascape painting, and the frame is awesome. And each of these pieces were around 10 bucks. So I totally forgot I actually picked these up until I opened my trunk to load this stuff in, and surprise, I had these two pieces of art in it, which is definitely a hazard of this job, that you forget the stuff that you buy until you open your trunk and you're like, oh wow, I forgot about that painting. So yeah, a lot of great art that I've picked up in the last few days. Walking into Goodwill number 2. Some nice picture frames. The front one is $1.99. This metal one, which is a little bit newer, is actually $4.99. So it's a pass on the back one, but I'm gonna get the front one. This may be one of the cutest picture frames I've ever come across. It is extremely, extremely heavy. So the trinket aisle in this store is very small and pretty lackluster today. Not really seen anything that captures my eye. When I first moved to Oregon, when air plants were all the rage, I used to love these wall-mounted ceramic little cones for them. And I remember going to this store too. So $3.99, I won't be getting it. It's a little too rustic for me, but it's so well made. This is so cute. Love the deer. It is, ooh, 25. Okay, I'm gonna have to look up comps, but that seems a little bit outside my budget. I just grabbed this off of a new card, and it's in pretty good shape. I mean, it has some wear, but that can be kind of cleaned up a little bit. It's not broken. And I love these little handles here. It's $7.99. So that Goodwill stop was a bit of a bummer. And honestly, 99% of the time when I go to that location, I don't find anything. I ended up just getting the little jewelry box because that was the only piece that kind of excited me. The picture frame was fine, but it had some like painting on the side that was like the finish was coming off. I was like, blah, I don't want to deal with you for that price because they're not worth a ton. So I feel like they need to be like ready to sell and not have to be restored in any way. So hopefully the next stop we find something. Walking into the next Goodwill, hopefully we have better luck at this one. This carved angel is pretty cool. $6.99. There's a hole in the back to hang on the wall. It has some cracks, but that just seems to be part of the wood. This may be a yes. So I think this might actually be an ashtray because it has all these indents. It is $6.99. It was made by Dick in 1957. This is a nicely made pitcher, $3.99. There's a lot of interesting texture on it. Hello, shell in the glass aisle. $2.99. I definitely don't have this guy. So this is Spanish. You can tell based on the type of wood, the color, and the metal hardware. But it looks like it's missing the top part, which is a bummer. This is a really cute wood candle holder for Christmas. $2.99. I just love how like bubbly the font is. Okay, I may hoard this for Christmas. A vintage picture frame that again is $4.99. A little too steep, so I won't be getting it. Just grabbed these two things off of a new cart. It's a really cool wood plaque for $3.99. This bottle opener is newer, so I probably won't get it, but definitely the plaque. More amazing ceramic pieces. This mug is huge. It is $4.99. Okay, so that's the upper limit of usually my budget for mugs, just because I don't sell them for a ton, and if they're $4.99, they need to be really special. And this guy's kind of wonky. Now this teapot, awesome, but this type of like stoneware is really delicate, so I don't know. I'd have to check it over, and I'm terrified to ship it. I am really stocked up on glassware at the moment, but I can't resist looking, and this pink set with the really cool like ribbing right there, they're $2 a piece. I may have to get them. Reuniting family members again, so that way someone knows that there's a set of 4. So I'm in the glass aisle looking around, and I thought for sure this was a votive holder, and sometimes votive holders find their way into the glass aisle. But no, this is an air-rating wine glass, and a set of 2 sells right now on Amazon for $50, and these are $3.99 each, and there's 4 of them. Now, I'm not a big wine drinker, but I feel like this would be a great gift for someone who is. So I may pick them up for gifting season. And they're also really cool looking, so I had no idea these existed. So I grabbed some more picture frames. So this one is adorable. I saw a lot of that round size. And these silver ones are cute, but I don't know, kind of on the fence because they're a little bit newer. This one is definitely vintage. It has a nice like texture on the edges. So this one's a maybe. So here's my cart. A lot of glassware, some wood pieces. This is definitely one of my favorite finds today. It's just so cute and cheerful. So yeah, not a bad stop. And another shell to add to my collection. So I got a lot of glassware at that stop, and I actually have a love-hate relationship with glassware because it's such a pain in the butt to process, to clean it, to dry it, to get the tags off of it, but it can have decent margins, which is why I pick it up. And I have this like section in my booth that is like bar cart themed, which I think is kind of like fun to stock, so that's why I do it. Even though I'm a bit disgruntled when I do pick it up because I know I have a lot of soaking ahead of me. So the next stop is Value Village. I only have 2 seconds to go in there because I have to pick up my son. So hopefully I can do some quick shopping. Oh my goodness, some shell dishes. I've actually sold these before, and I just picked up one of these recently, as you guys saw. So these are all a yes. This is a very intense hook, but I kind of like it. $4.99. Definitely never sold anything like this before. Love this box. I love the little thing on the front of the dovetail corners. It's only $4.99, so this is a yes. Another box. I love the florals on this one. It is, let's see, $5.99. Okay, this is a yes too. I wish these wood Mary statues sold because I love them, but I can't move them at all. Another sweet little jewelry box. And this one is very petite, but seems, oh gosh, $14.99. Okay, that's a little steep. You guys were nice and told me that these actually are used to set goals, and you fill in the eyes, one for the goal you're setting, and then one when you achieve it. This one is $6.99. Kind of tempted to get it. This ornate hook is pretty cool. It's $4.49. Don't care about the rest of the stuff in it, but I'm gonna get the hook. This is really beautiful. It is, ooh, 10. Okay, passing on that, sadly. This box is fantastic. I've never seen one with the brass inlay quite like this, so this is a yes. This little guy is so cute. Usually I find owls and noses, never a lion. Man, I am just attracting ironwood like crazy right now. Sadly, it has a pretty significant repair, so that's a pass. This desk is really nice despite the top of it, and I was wondering, like, why is it still here? But then I checked the price, and that's why it is. So it's the next day, and I'm heading into a Goodwill I did not get to yesterday because I ended up having to go pick up my son, so let's see what we find. Look at how cute this turtle box is. It's $14.99 though. That's a bummer. Seems like it's in largely good shape though. I remember at one time when these giant utensils were so popular, but they have slowed down and I don't pick them up anymore. This wood box is really pretty. It is $7.99 though. Okay, a little too steep. Two things a little bit more expensive than my budget. Some interesting studio pottery pieces here today, but none of them are quite right, so I'll be leaving them behind. So I got this brass picture frame for $2. It has a little bit of tarnish on the top, so I don't know if that is a deal breaker and I should leave it behind. Most of the ones I get are pretty like new, so this one I may leave behind. Yay! You guys know I sell these types of boxes all day long, and this one looks really cute too. Okay, I need to open them up. So this one is really beautiful, but it doesn't line up to close. Like the two metal pieces don't line up, which is such a bummer because it's so pretty. 'Tis the season for handmade pictures. Here's another one, but that handle is really tiny for how big that picture is. So someone's entire collection of little tiny turtles has come through the thrift store, and there was another woman going through this bowl, and I was just like, oh, I hope she doesn't buy them all, because I wanted the opportunity to go through them because they're just so cute. Look at this one as a pin. I probably would take that off and just have it as a cute little turtle. Anyways, I'm gonna go through and pick out some favorites. This one, little stone one, is adorable. So here is the entire collection, and it's so varied. I can't believe the variety. Many of them ceramic, some stone ones like this, some little tonala ones like this little guy and his little friend, another stone one, this bedazzly jewel one. Oh my gosh, I have always been such a sucker for a bobblehead animal like that. Something about it makes me so happy I could burst. I probably won't get it though, because who needs this? I don't need this. But I think I'm gonna get a few of them because little figurines like this, because so many people collect animals, obviously, because it's a huge turtle collection. They sell in my booth for just, they're under 10 bucks, something that pays the rent, but they always sell. So I like to pick them up. Oh, and this guy, in case you guys didn't know, this is a match striker. So that's why it's serrated on the bottom, so you can strike a match on it. So just FYI. So here are my selections. I decided to do the tonala ones, stone ones, the little match striker, and the ceramic turtle. I wanted them all, but I do not need an entire turtle collection today. But it's a fun little haul. So anytime I see a line of cars for donation, I am so tempted to go up to the windows and tap on them and say, hey, what do you have in there? I can pay you cash right now. There's something cool. Obviously, I'm not doing that because that would be weird and would get me banned. But I just am like, what are in these cars? It's probably so good. Okay, so that was a small but mighty haul of miniature turtle figurines. So not something I expected to find today at the thrift store. But you never expect to find anything, and just the thrift store tells you what you're going to get that day. So done with the shopping portion. Let's head to the studio. So we're back home in my studio space, and honestly, I do not have the energy to unload my car, bring everything in from yesterday and today, and stage it on my dresser and show you the stuff. I know it's like terrible because that's my job. But I feel like I just don't want to do it today. I don't know if it's like the warm summer weather or the fact that I'm going on a trip soon. I'm doing a sourcing trip this weekend with some friends. And I'm in like this like mindset. Now the sourcing trip is also work, very much a work trip. I'll be filming the whole time in sourcing, but it's also a little bit of a break to kind of get out of the, the local scene. So I don't know what is happening to me, but I'm just like, I don't want to do my job today. I don't want to photograph. Sometimes you just have those days, especially when you're a content creator like me, when you're really working nearly every single day doing something for your business. Sometimes you just have to give yourself a break. So anyways, this is the end of the video. So thank you so much for watching. And anything that's going to be on Etsy is linked down below like usual. You send me an email if you want it, and I can try to get it up if I have it earmarked to go to my booth instead of on Etsy. So anyways, thank you so much for watching today, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Take care.